Hey guys, so by now I'm sure you guys all heard the rumor or announcement, I guess that's what you may call it, since it was actually floated out there by the Wrap and everybody seems to be running with this story, is that Sony is now going to stop doing Spider-Man universe adjacent spin-off movies that don't feature Spider-Man anymore. They're now going to take their time to focus on the upcoming Spider-Man sequels and no longer focusing on these kind of one-off Spider-Man origin stories for the villains, which was, for me, was stupid anyway. I really didn't care for that from the very beginning, but it looks like Sony's going to put an end to that. And most people are kind of cheering, throwing the dirt on Sony right now to say, oh, I'm glad that it's over. But me, I'm going to say a little different. I am actually a little bothered by this because even though I wasn't a big supporter of all the spin-off movies that we gotten so far, I mean, Madam Web sucked, Morpheus sucked, and you know, Bad Bunny was gonna be in a movie by himself, and he can't even speak English. So their plans going forward weren't the best things that I want to do. But we did get Venom out of this. We got Venom, and we got a Carnage, and obviously that series did really, really well. And for all you people that said Venom Last Dance actually bombed, you're wrong, because it was 120 million that it took for them to make the movie, and the last movie, it was at, last time I checked, worldwide was 472 million. So I didn't like blow the doors off to be profitable for them, but it was profitable, and the series by itself was enough to make 3 movies out of it. So they definitely did something right with Venom, especially casting Tom Hardy. But that's not the reason why I'm actually sad about this. Where I'm sad about it is that now I'm not gonna get Andrew Garfield back as Spider-Man. He was the most intriguing thing about these spin-off movies, is that I'm making another opportunity to get him back in a Spider-Man costume. I feel he was probably the most accurate to a Spider-Man persona as any of them have ever been. We all know, like, he was too cool to be a nerd, but when he was Spider-Man, his charisma and his wisecracking came through just like I remember reading for Spider-Man. So I'm a little bummed out about that, and it seems like we may only get him unless we do a Into the Spider-Verse type movie, like they did with the current animation with Miles Morales, that we may get him back in another crossover like that. But that's not how I want him. I wanted him back in live action, and I'm not gonna see him versus Venom and him going up against the Venom symbiote, or him being in the black suit, because it doesn't look like they're gonna do that with Tom Holland in the MCU version of it. So I'm a little sad about us not getting Andrew Garfield back. I was a big fan of his when those movies came out, and I thought he got unfairly done when they went ahead and rebooted the series and added Tom Holland. Now, with that being said, the other great thing that came from this whole Sony spinoff is Into the Spider-Verse. And it's like, we can't act like that wasn't a thing that they did, and what was actually thought of as one of the best Spider-Man films. And it's going to go, we're all kind of sitting here like salivating over the next film that's going to come out in this series. So they did Venom well, they did Into the Spider-Verse well, and they had some crapshoot ones with Venom and with Morbius and Madam Web. Yes, on the horizon, they did have some stupid ones that I'm probably not so bummed to see go. I didn't want an Aunt May movie. I mean, look, I love Marissa Tomei, and I would probably watch her in most anything else that she actually comes out in, but we didn't need to see a CIA version of Aunt May with no Spider-Man at it at all, which somehow ties into Spider-Man going forward. I mean, it was stupid in theory, just thinking about it. And who wants a Silver Sable movie? I mean, Silver Sable is a less of a current as a needed character as Madam Web was. I care more about Madam Web than Silver Sable. If you wanted to do a female-led movie that had some importance, they should have done Black Cat. So since those movies are out of the way, I don't take that as something that was positive for us, because I didn't expect those movies to come out anyway. Even the Bad Bunny one, the El Muerte movie that was supposed to come out, he can't even speak English. I didn't expect those movies to come out, but I did want to see more with Andrew Garfield in that sense. So I'm sad to see him go in that sense, and I hope this doesn't delay anything or derail anything of what they're doing in animation. If Into the Spider-Verse, the whole trilogy ends at that one, and we don't take any of the characters out of that, I would be very upset and kind of let down that that's how they just end this franchise with just 3 movies, and unless the 3rd movie sucks, and then really kind of take something away from that and kind of expand on it with another character or so forth. I guess that's what I want to say. So that's all I had to say about this. I didn't want to spend too much time on it, but I just figured I'd give my thoughts before people really started asking me, and now they're out there on YouTube, so you guys can enjoy those. Put what you guys think about this in the comments below. I know most of you guys are just burying this and saying like, good riddance. Me, RIP to any upcoming Andrew Garfield films that are now going to get shelved because of this. Hey, Tom Hardy takes out. I mean, because he was even considering coming back for 4. I'm not going to see this unless Marvel decides to carry these characters over, which would be a great idea. Just carry these characters over in the upcoming Tom Holland films, since that's where they're putting their focus on anyway, and we've already set up the origins for these, so now we don't have to spend too much time in his movies trying to explain what these people's motivations were or how they became. We can just go on with them being the villains and focus more on Tom Holland. I'd appreciate that quite a bit. Once again, R.I.P. Andrew Garfield. You're one of the best, man. All right, so once again, put your comments in the comments below. Make sure you subscribe as well as click the notification button so that way you're aware of all the other videos that we do on the channel. I'm going to go and scroll on the internet a little bit more to see if this is actually positive, because who knows? They may backtrack on this and then come out with Venom 4. You guys take care.
Wait, guys, are you still here? I'm glad you're still here. All right, so if you look down, I mean, it's somewhere over here. Look down. We actually have a Patreon. So if you guys watch the show and you really like what we want to do and you want to help support the show and you want to help me get an editor so I can get to sleep at night because I'm really tired and you guys see all my mistakes in the episodes. So please go to patreon.com/thegoods. Give us a penny, give us a nickel, give us $1.
Just don't give us the finger.
Don't do that. But make sure you do donate something, because we do have some giveaways. There's posters, there's t-shirts, there's...
I'll sign something for you.
Exactly. So take a look, guys, and help us out. We appreciate it.